Hello friends, this is Bilal Heather, and in this video part we are actually going to learn about while loop, and we'll see how it works. So I have already created an example for this video, so you just need to follow along. I will just explain it to you. So just like the for loops or for in loop or other loops, we start with the keyword while, then we put our condition after that in within the parentheses, then there is a body of the while loop. Okay, and inside the body we can put whatever thing that we want to execute repeatedly over and over again. Okay, so but the difference between the for loop and the while loop is that um, when we are using while loop we need to handle the iterator by ourselves. Like, the iterator is not a part of the while loop itself. Okay, so we can we need to somehow write the terminating condition, or we need to somehow create the terminating logic for our program for the while loop. Okay, so in my case I'm creating a variable x here, and I'm setting it to 0, and inside of this while loop I'm increasing the value of x by 1. Okay, so I'm increasing its value by 1 so that it executes 5 times. Okay, and it clearly does here. So we are not just limited to the to use an iterator for the while loop. We can also use a boolean variable here, and we can say is continue equals true. So we set is continue to be true for start, and we can say if is continue. We know that this while loop executes only if this part returns true. Okay, so as long as it's returning true, it keeps iterating. Okay, so if we don't specify an exit condition or a terminating condition within the body of the while loop, it will be infinite. Okay, so um, it will break at some point, but it will be theoretically infinite. So um, so if I'm doing while loops, then I need to specify a terminating condition. So let's say I do like um, let me make it run only once. So as soon as it completes its prints hello world, then I turn is continue to false. So the next time is continue will be false, so it's not going to execute the second time. So if I run this code now, you'll see that it executed once. So you can build a logic inside the while loop, like if you are doing um, some crazy logic, so you can build your terminating condition inside of your while loop. So you start with is continue to true, then you perform certain tasks within the while loop, you keep on doing them, and then there comes the terminating condition, and inside that terminating condition you can set is continue to false, and this while loop will stop. Okay, so this was another kind of loop which you might want to use in your um, in your JavaScript programs. So there is one more loop. Actually, oh, there are a few more loops that we can talk about. So I guess I will do the next one in this same video. So it's not very difficult, it's similar to while loop. So I'll just paste the code here and then I will explain it to you. So just like while loop, um, this do while loop is a little bit different. Okay, so it starts with the keyword do and there are no conditions here, and there is a body right after the do keyword, and then after the body ends you put your exit condition, or you put your condition as to when this loop should terminate. Okay, so the difference between while and do while loop is that the while loop checks for the condition first and then executes whatever is written inside the body of it, while this do while loop, it executes the code first and then it checks whether or not it should exit the loop or not. So I have created x equals 0 and then I'm console log hello globe, then I'm increasing the value of x, so it should run for about 5 times. So let's see, 1 2 3 4 5. So it ran for 5 times. So let me make it this condition less than 0, right? So let me run this code, and it printed hello globe once. But you see that if I were to use while loop instead of do while, then the while loop wouldn't execute even for once, because x is 0 here and 0 is not less than 0. So while loop wouldn't even execute its body even once. But this do while loop, even if the condition is false, it executes the code once. Okay, so this is the main difference between while and do while loops, that while loop checks the condition first and then executes whatever is written inside its body, while the do while loop, it executes the code, whatever the code is written within the body of it first, and it checks the condition afterwards. Okay, so it executes the code first, then it checks the condition whether or not to terminate the loop. Okay, so that's the main difference between while and do while loops. I guess this is all about the while and do while loops. So I will see you in the next video.